Hello ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Young back with another IPO video, ably assisted by Toby the Pug. We ended the last video on, well, an optimistic note in one sense, because I am forever an optimist in that there are great opportunities to be had for investment tomorrow, but at the same time we must manage our budgets very seriously, very coherently at this point in time to trim out the fat and make sure that we're not, for any particular reason, incurring added debt particularly, or indeed living beyond our means during these incredibly strange and straitened lockdown times. The same point, correspondence instantly arrives. Oh yes, well, very good. You're brilliant at doing the pessimistic side, Patrick Young. You tell us you're laced with optimism, but what's it going to look like when we emerge to the other side? How will we know that the economy is back in business, that the stock market is roaring again, that everything is wonderful, without actually looking at the financial pages? Then, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be doing is as follows. In those days, we will be allowed to go outside and access the outside world, to walk around, probably without a mask. We'll be able to not merely walk the dog once a day, but take exercise when we want. We'll be able to commune with people in the parks, and we won't have to be socially distanced at 2 meters from each of them. More importantly, we will be well beyond the era of 2's a crowd meeting and 3's a felony. However, what we really want to see is, think of your most lively district of the nearest town to you. Think of your home city. Look at London, say the Covent Garden Marketplace. What we want to see is that thronging on a Thursday or a Friday evening. Hundreds, thousands of people standing around enjoying a drink, looking out across the cobblestones towards the Royal Opera House, where there will be a vast number of people going into the latest wondrous ballet or opera performance in one of the oldest opera houses in the world. Generally, there will be smiles on people's faces. There will be a drink in their hands which they will be able to afford, despite the fact that Covent Garden is far from the cheapest place on earth to drink. And there will be people on the balconies around us in the restaurants, eating, enjoying, having fun, and more importantly, powering the economy. When we see that, we will know that we have returned to the wonderful good old days of economic growth. Of course, what's the great thing we have to do as investors? What we have to do as investors is try and preempt when that's going to be coming back. And that's why in this series we've been talking about all sorts of things, including Fibonacci numbers and a multiplicity of other tools and techniques by which you can manage to find that edge, to be ahead of the crowd, so that when you're in Covent Garden Market on a Friday evening enjoying a pleasant pitcher of Pimm's, you'll be looking out and thinking you cannily invested ahead of the crowd that now surrounds you in the joyous surroundings of WC2 in London, or indeed any other major mercantile square across the world. My name is Patrick Young. Thank you for joining me for this latest IPO video. We will be back in the very near future, or possibly instantaneously if you haven't watched this live on YouTube. Along, of course, as always, with Toby the Pug. Have a great day in life and markets.